cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexistence.
What's up, good people, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I am your host, Comedian96, along with Freddie G, K Money, and Slash. Collectively, we are the Minded Men. I want everybody that's on YouTube to go out and subscribe and click the like button. Follow us on X at 52 Scott Podcast and on IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. All right, good people, and welcome back to another edition of Think Thursday. All right, today's topic, NBA. Last week, we talked about the NFL and the draft orders and the bust and what they did not achieve. And this week, we're going to talk about the NBA and the disappointments. There's a lot of disappointments. So if you fellas have some disappointments that you know, you're like, man, I just knew this person was going to be this. Please chime in and do so. But for now, let's start with the Los Angeles Clippers. I don't know if y'all remember on the last show, I said Detroit Lions, I think they were cursed. I think the Clippers are too in the NBA. So Detroit Lions is in the NFL, and in the NBA, I think the Clippers are one of the cursed teams. And also, they don't exist anymore. Remember Vancouver? So I thought they were the other one. But like I did last week, I started with people that could have been drafted before the bust that I'm going to name. So I'm going to name the people off that Los Angeles could have gotten instead of this bust that I'm going to name last. So with that, let's start. They could have had Sean Elliott. Y'all remember Sean Elliott? Glenn Rice, Tim Hardaway, the crossover king. That was the first day. I think he was the inventor of the crossover because he did it with his knees. And also Sean Kemp. And this person was number 2 overall pick in 1989 for the Los Angeles Clippers. Anybody want to take a guess?
1989?
Yeah. A little far back. You'll know the name, too. He's a three-point shooter. I don't know why he was a bust, though.
Clippers.
Forward, center.
89,
I can't remember.
Danny Ferry.
I remember that.
Now that's what I'm saying. I thought he was
out of Duke. No, not Duke. One of them blue teams.
He came out of Duke. Yeah, he came out. He's from Duke. With Christian Laettner and Bobby Hurley, JJ Redick. Yeah.
And the Clippers drafted him.
Yep, 1989. Mm-hmm. He just didn't start. He didn't spend a lot of time in the starting position. He's always been a 3-point shooter. Kind of remind me of Chicago has one now. This guy is good, but he is sitting on the bench. And I'm like, why is he on the bench? I can't think. I want to say Robin Lopez. And I'm like, why do you have him on the bench, man? This dude be balling. So that's kind of how Danny Ferry's career is going. Because Robin Lopez be hooping. Both his brothers are in there in the league. Yeah, man. Here's one. This person played for the Golden State Warriors, which was one of my favorite teams. This is in 1980. This is back in the day. This guy was number 1 overall. Anybody want to take a guess? Don't take a guess yet. I'm going to tell you who could have came. Kevin McHale, Andrew Toney, and Kiki, I don't know this name, Vanderwick?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I
do know Coca. Yeah, I do. I'm tripping. Yeah, so this guy was number 1 overall pick, 1980.
80.
We were young. We probably went into basketball then. John Barry Carroll.
Yeah,
Joe Barry Carroll.
He played for the Rockets. He was drafted by Golden State. He came over with Mitchell Wiggins. And they used to call him Joe Barely Cares. But his name is Joe Barry Carroll. And they used to make fun of him saying Joe barely cares.
Crazy with Rocket history.
Little Rock, yeah. I look at basketball. I thought I'd do a little basketball. Here's another one. Oh man, I have to say this one. This is old, but this guy was number 1 overall pick for the Portland Trailblazers. The year I was born, 1972. So I don't think nobody gonna know this guy, but LaRue Martin, center. Anybody know him?
Yeah, he lived around the corner from me.
His mama sold candy.
He said those poor Trailblazers have forgotten more about bad draft picks than most of us will ever. By taking LaRue Martin with the first overall pick in 1972, the NBA draft, the Trailblazers deprived themselves of future Hall of Famers Bob McAdoo and Julius Erving. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, Julius Erving. Ooh, I know him. Ooh, that make your stomach hurt. All right, everybody gonna know this one. This is a Michigan.
Wait a minute, go back. You say, what year was that? 72?
72 years born.
And you say that they could have, what team was that again?
That was the Portland Trailblazers.
And you said that they could have got Julius Erving?
They could have gotten Julius Erving and also.
So Julius Erving started in the ABA, and then those leagues merge.
Oh.
So I'm trying to figure out how could they have
gotten them? I know. Maybe through trades.
When
I don't know how
when did they merge?
Was it?
Maybe,
I didn't know. I can't remember.
Did they have a draft when they merged? Maybe.
So you had me to investigate all that. I just want to talk about these busts. I just want to talk about these busts. I really want to talk about this one because I was bragging on this dude. I was bragging and I was just talking trash. I was like, this dude from the dog shack. And who y'all think I'm talking about? He played for Michigan. Who y'all think I'm talking about?
He played for Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he was a bust?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. And he passed away, too. That's another hint. I didn't know he passed.
Tractor trailer.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know he passed.
Tractor trailer. Yeah.
I really thought he was going to give Shaq some problems. I really did.
Tractor trailer just remind me of, what's my man in
Boston?
No. My man in, right now, the young bull in New Orleans.
Zion.
Oh, Zion Williams. Yeah, Williamson. Oh, yeah. He do.
Yeah, he kind of give me that.
He give you that
Zion before Zion.
But Zion can really, Tractor can hoop. He could dribble too. Yeah, you're right. That's why I thought Shaq would have a problem with him because he could shoot the jumper. And if you get Shaq,
I got a couple on my own list. I'm curious to see if you mentioned.
Okay, we got. I think we got 4 more, and then we're gonna go over our list. Okay, so this is a good one. This is the 1998 number 1 overall. Remember I told you Clippers, Detroit Lions. Football, Los Angeles Clippers. I think they are hex, just like the Detroit Lions. And this guy also in 1998, number 1 overall draft pick. And they could have gotten Mike Bibby, Antoine Jameson, Vince Carter, Jason Williams, Dirk Nowitzki, and Paul Pierce. But they chose this guy, Michael
Olowokandi.
Yes.
he on my list.
He was on your list?
Yeah, Michael
Olowokandi. Do you know what kind of team? Let me go over this again. If I got Dirk and Paul Pierce on the same team, I would never lose.
Yeah, Michael Olowokandi, I remember.
With Mike Bibby at the point guard, I don't need a center.
He was a center.
Yeah, I don't even need a center. Oh, I'll take Jason Williams at the point. Well, I don't know. This might be the other Jason Williams because there was 2. It was the one that played for the Nets.
And that's the one that shot the limo drive.
He got locked up.
Yeah, he got locked up. So it was 2 Jason Williams. So I don't know if that's the Jason Williams they were referring to.
That got to be the one if he's on the bus list.
Well, no. He's on the. If I wouldn't have got Michael,
okay.
They could have gotten these guys. Yeah. So I don't know which Jason Williams. I don't know which Jason Williams that is. But damn, that is so crazy, man. Ooh, man, you just all you got to do is make one bad decision because, like, a lot of times they sell off when they do trades, they give away their draft picks, right? Mm-hmm. And now you got to wait a couple of years to get a first round. And if you done took your first round, you done wait a couple of years, you finally get a first round and you get a bust, dog, you got to wait another couple of years. Ooh, man, I can see how NBA teams don't make it. All right, here's another one from. He was drafted in 1999 also, but he was number 5. And he was a forward for the Indiana Pacers. They could have gotten Wally Zerbiak, Richard Hamilton. Oh, Rip Hamilton from the Detroit Pistons. Andre Miller, Sean Marion, the one that shoot the ball all crooked.
Funny.
Yeah. And Ron Artest and Manu Ginobili. Boy, this is one hell of a team right here for this one person. And this guy is Jonathan Bender. I remember him. Anybody know what happened to him? What was he?
I don't know.
Was he garbage or just garbage? You know, garbage.
Could never adapt.
Couldn't adapt.
Probably could never just adapt to that next level.
That's what happened to most of them.
Damn. Okay, I had one. I ain't gonna say he was a bust, but he just kept getting hurt. Penny Hardaway. I thought he would be better than Jordan. I thought he would be better.
I consider him a bust.
Yeah, I don't consider him a bust.
You don't? I think he could have done more though.
Injuries took him out.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between not living up to performance expectation versus you were hampered by injury.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I think
big difference in that.
Now I can tell you, I got 3 on my list. Right,
I bet you I hit one right now.
one of them is Sam Bowie.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam Bowie.
Sam Bowie, you know, Hakeem Olajuwon went 1. Sam Bowie went 2. Jordan went 3.
What?
So Houston could have had Jordan, but we didn't need him. We already had guards.
Yeah, a bunch of them.
So
Yeah.
I ain't mad with Hakeem.
I ain't mad. Yeah. We still got a back-to-back out of it.
Yeah.
So,
I ain't mad with Hakeem.
right,
But
yeah.
yeah, Sam
Versus
Bowie
6.
went number 2.
Number 2. Here's a good one. Now this is the one that really hurt me. I know I told you. There's 2 people that hurt me, and this is number 2. There's another guy that's number 1 for Chicago Bulls. We get to him later. This guy, and I know everybody's gonna be hurt by this one. And this guy, you could have gotten. They said, I guess they could have gotten Kevin Durant. And I didn't think they came out together, but it was Greg Oden. Remember Greg Oden, the center?
He on my list.
Oh man, I thought he was going.
Knees.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Knees. Yeah, he one of the guys I had on my list.
Yeah, Greg Oden. I thought he was finna
Played for
ball
Portland, right?
out.
Man, that
Portland.
joke was probably under 21, looking like he was 51.
Yeah, he
Looking
did
like
look
Embiid.
old.
Right.
Look right
Yeah,
down.
he did.
That stretch started
Here
taking
go
him.
one.
Who's that?
Y'all remember Stacey Augmon?
That name sound familiar.
You think he was a bust?
I think so. I think he was a bust, Plastic Man. I think he was a bust because of the college he came from, and how when I think he went to Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken, the Hawks. I don't think he lived up to his. He just had dunk highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He just had dunk highlights.
I know this guy here made everybody list. I'll start with this. Michael Jordan didn't like him. I'd start with that. I bet you everybody get that right.
I think he came out of high school.
Yep.
I think tell you.
Start with a
Kwame
K.
Brown.
Yes.
Kwame Brown.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
Jordan can stand him. He's like, you big. What he
Baby.
call him?
Big baby.
Yeah, no, he called him no good for you big for nothing. Something. I can't remember. It was funny, man. But they could have gotten Richard Jefferson, Zach Randolph. You know what? Zach Randolph was he?
He just recently retired.
Yeah,
If
he
not
just
playing,
retired.
If
Tony
he not
Parker and Gilbert Arenas. So instead of Kwame at the time, and Kwame went number 1 overall in 2001. I did not know that he was number 1. How you go?
That's a testament to Jordan's not being able to discover talent.
That was
Because you got to think as long as he's been over there, all of the drafts did not pan out. So as great as a basketball player he was, his eye for talent wasn't that good.
Yeah, because they had a couple of on here that were not, straight out of high school drafted that were busts. Tyson Chandler, Paul Gasol. I thought Paul did okay. Eddie Curry, Dasagna Diop, and Vladimir Ragnovic. They were far better than them, but they were, just as well. This one I don't remember. I remember the first name, but I don't remember this guy. But they passed on T.J. Ford, which was a bust to me. You think T.J. Ford?
I think he was a bust.
Yeah, they passed.
Well,
So
he was injury prone. He got hurt.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah.
The neck injury, I wouldn't consider that being injury prone. That was a freak accident.
Well,
Injury prone,
is when you constantly
always
being injured, yeah.
yeah.
But I don't think even prior to his neck being injured, I don't think that he was. I was expecting more. Let me just say that.
Well, this guy was number 2 overall pick in 2003 for the Detroit Pistons. Remember my 2 teams? Detroit Pistons, okay. And Dumars at the time, he was the coach. He passed on Kirk Heinrich, T.J. Ford.
Dumars was the
Executive. I'm sorry.
He
That's what I
wasn't
meant
the
to say. He wasn't the coach. He's the general manager. Sorry, Dumars. He passed on at the time and on Kirk Heinrich, T.J. Ford, David West, and Josh Howard. And all these were bust only to get Darko
Milicevic.
Yes.
I don't remember him.
So he passed on bust to get some bust. To get a bust.
Out of all of them,
Kirk Heinrich, maybe.
no.
David West.
Because I think he got
go down the list again.
Kirk Heinrich, because I think he got with the Bulls, he got a championship. Kirk Heinrich, T.J. Ford, David West, and Josh Howard.
Oh shit!
That
I would say Josh Howard.
Josh Howard got a
I would
he
say
got
Josh-
a championship, didn't he?
Yeah, I was.
Howard got Howard?
With Dallas.
Yeah, anybody? Yeah, sure do.
I would say Josh Howard.
You say
Well,
Josh Howard?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
Okay,
have
I
a
say
bitch
Josh
for the
Howard.
championship.
Yeah, well, that's kind
But
of.
out of all of them, I probably would go with Josh Howard.
Ooh, man, that's just he didn't have much of a list at all. This one, I don't know this guy. Sam, you just said that. Sam Bowie.
Sam
He
You
was,
just said that.
yeah, he was number 2.
Number 2, yeah, he was number 2
And
overall. 19.
Elijah Wan went first, and Jordan went third.
Well, that's the end of this list, right? This list is from Bleacher Report. If y'all want to go out and view all the bust, you can. But now I want to get into my personal ones. He played for Duke, and he was drafted for the Chicago Bulls. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
He was drafted by the Chicago Bulls.
Jason Williams.
I thought you were going to say Christian Laettner.
No, Jason Williams. Man, he was a bad three-point shooter.
Yeah, Jason Williams, though.
Motorcycle
Accident.
Yeah, motorcycle. But that hurt, man.
Yeah, motorcycle
That
accident.
one, I was like, oh, no, not Jason Williams, man. Yeah, so I can't call him a bust, but it still hurt. So it still kind of technically is a bust. I don't know. What you think?
For your own selfish reasons.
Yeah, for my own selfish personal reasons. Because I thought the way he shot the 3, man, he kind of shot at the time. He shot it just like Curry. So I thought he would be just as good. You had any, Freddie G?
Yeah, I named them all.
You name all yours?
Yeah, I had 3. And I named Stacey Augmon. Olowokandi was on the list, but I had Olowokandi and I had Sam Bowie.
Okay. What about One Juju?
Oh, and I had Greg Oden on my list too.
What about One Juju? You remember him? He was supposed to be. He came right after Yao, and he came from China. He was 7 feet. I think Yao was 7'2" or 7'4", 7'2". This guy was 7 feet. His name was One Juju, Chinese player.
I don't recall him making a lot of noise about him, though.
Oh, they did. Oh, they hyped him up. Oh, yeah, they hyped him up. And he came out first game, and I think he scored 2 points or something. It was terrible. But he hooped after that. It was like they judged him on the first game, his first NBA game that he played. Right. And after that, he just never could recover. I think he only scored 2 points or 0. I want to say he's a 0-2. It was a really no number for you to be a starter and to be 7 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was a really low number. K Money.
Yeah.
Who you got on your mind over there that you think that should have? You thought, man, I just knew this dude was just gonna be dogging. and he ain't do nothing.
Well, I thought Michael Kidd Gilchrist, he went to Kentucky. I thought he was gonna come out, but it's a lot of shooters out there now, and I guess
too many.
Yeah, but he was. I thought he was gonna come out, being. I expected more like Freddie G said earlier. He used that word, and I like.
So, I gotta ask this, Freddie G. You say I think when Odom and a lot of these centers came into the game, they were transitioning to 3-point shooting. So centers were obsolete because if you think about it, really ain't but two centers out there, Joker and Embiid.
Yeah,
really, everybody else ain't really got no center.
See, but here's the thing, though. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. If you can play, you can play. Mm-hmm. And you got to put a center out on the floor regardless. It's part of the 5 positions.
It is.
That Olowokandi and Greg Oden. Mm-hmm. Greg Oden knees injuries. Olowokandi just didn't live up to the hype. I can give Oden a slight pass because of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
His just knees. He just couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. But shit, man, if you can ball,
yeah,
I don't give a damn if you transition or not. They gonna get you that goddamn ball. I don't give a fuck where the game going.
Yeah.
They gonna get you that ball.
Greg Oden, what school did he go to? Do you know?
Oden's.
Why do I feel like he came out of high school?
You may be right. For some reason, I was thinking Texas.
I feel like he came out of high school. I'm not.
I thought he went to Texas or Oklahoma. I thought, but you probably right. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. You might have came out of high school. That would be. You know what? I want to do. You got me curious now. I want. Where did he? Let me see. Hold on. Didn't we just say? Now the thing not scrolling. Look at this. See how you do me. Then it up. We'll never find out, people, because it just went away. So, sorry. No, it didn't go away. Here it is. I found it. No, it didn't go away. Okay, it came back. Okay, there it is. I got it. I got it. It came back. No, it went away. Birds. Tune in next week, and maybe I'll tell you what Greg got into. But for right now, I can't. Oh, no, it came back for real this time. Okay. So let's find out where Greg Odom went. Where you at, Greg? He wasn't that far. He was right before.
His birthplace was Buffalo, New York.
It was.
It doesn't say where he went to school per se.
I think he came out of high school.
That's what I'm thinking.
Feel like he came out of high school.
I thought that's what we. Oh no, we was talking about that on Kwame Brown coming out of high school.
Ohio State.
Oh, it was Ohio State. I knew it was a red uniform. I couldn't remember. That's why I said Oklahoma. I knew it was a red uniform. I just wasn't sure. Yeah, I should have did my homework.
1 year, he was one and done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, now I find it. As soon as eventually there will be a Hall of Fame All-Star team of players of Portland Trailblazers passed on the draft to inferior, notorious, and infamous busts. So far, that team is compromised of Michael Jordan, Dr. J, and the case of Greg Oden and Kevin Durant. Nah, that don't even sound right. So anyway, listeners, these were just our busts. We just went over them in disappointment, and hopefully the future drafts will give us better players. Peace. This concludes our show for today, and if you haven't done so already, follow us on X at 52 Scott Podcast, also IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. Also, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for Black Friday